What's up, everybody? Tomcat back here again. I decided to put on some good boots. Had a thought in my head, and this will be a different kind of video. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of interesting. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, I don't know. But title is, Are You Your Worst Enemy? I know, what? What is he talking about? Okay, I'll elaborate. Do you put things off for other people? Putting other people's interests before yours? There's nothing wrong with that. But do you? I do a lot. So there's things that you want to get done, but you don't get done because you're sabotaging yourself. Are you your own worst enemy? I know that sounds weird, but just go with me on this one. In a bad situation, a survival situation, let's say that there's people that don't have supplies, and you go and help them. You got a family, you go and help them. Now you're taking supplies out of your family's hands and putting them into someone else's. Does that make you your own worst enemy? What if you try to make things work with people and it's not working, but you're just working with them just because you'll have other people around in an emergency? Now you're kind of slicing your own throat, aren't you? Does that make you your own enemy? I don't know. I just thought it was different and weird to talk about, but I come across this a lot. I figured I'd bring it to your attention too. What would make you your own worst enemy? If you sacrifice everything you're trying to do and build for a lot of other people or just some other person to a point where it becomes a detriment to you, are you your own worst enemy? Think about it. Are there things that we do every day and we don't even really think about, and we're kind of neglecting our responsibilities for survival, preparedness, community, family, friends, whatever? Are we our own worst enemies? It's kind of interesting to me. I don't know if this is going to resonate with you or not, but I find it to be kind of interesting, so I want to talk about it. What would constitute us to be our own worst enemies? Do we live in our head? Do we live in our hearts? What do we do as far as our priorities? Do we care about people to a fault where it's a detriment to ourselves? Do we care about people enough that we help people that don't deserve it? Wouldn't that make you your own enemy? I don't know. I guess it depends on who you ask and what the situation is. For me, I gotta say sometimes I am my biggest critic and my own worst enemy. Because I'll do things, or say things, or mean things, and it really puts me in a bad position. And a lot of times, the help that I'm giving is never reciprocated. Am I my own worst enemy for that? Possibly. I just like to talk about different topics every once in a while. I figured this would be interesting. Let me cross the street here. It's Monday morning. I've been working since early this morning. Got to get back down to brass tack. But I had to go to the store. You know, it's an everyday thing for me. But the question is, are you your own worst enemy? In life, relationships, family, friends, survival, community, mag maybe? I just wanted to bring this up. Think about it. Think about it during the day. Are you? Am I? Are there situations where we play these roles, but it's not all the time? Really makes you think, doesn't it? I don't know. I just thought it sounded pretty good. Maybe. But could you be? That's the question. I can't answer it for you. I think for a lot of us, maybe, sometimes it can be true. Not always. Maybe some of us always. I don't know. But is it possible You could be doing yourself a disservice and becoming your own worst enemy. That's what I'm asking today. I don't know. I have that capability. I think I've been known to self-sabotage for other people before, many times. I still do it. We always think about who's our enemy, who's against us, when in reality it doesn't matter. You're never going to name everybody who's your enemy, just who appears to be your enemy. But could you be one of those people that is your own worst enemy? That's what I'm kind of trying to get to today. Think about it. Let it resonate. Let it marinate in your head. Are you too much in your heart? That's kind of an issue sometimes. We all love to be good. We all try to be good, helpful, loyal, lovable. But if it comes at a fault, are we our own worst enemies? I think in some situations, yes. And I'm guilty of it too. I don't know if you are. I don't know your situation. Wait, this could sound familiar to you. I don't know. I just wanted to hit you up. It's a nice Monday morning. My wife had a nice birthday. My sister and my brother-in-law were very accommodating, kind. We had a good night. Needed it. Much needed. But still, the question remains. Are we our own worst enemies sometimes? We always want to name and label who our enemies are. Oh, it's the unprepared. Oh, it's the government. It's the state. It's politicians. It's other countries. It's anything. But do we ever sit down and actually think, could we be our enemy? And it might not be on purpose, but it's healthy to talk about these things. I think it is. That's why I'm talking about it. Let me know what you think. I think we all have capabilities of being our own worst enemy. And luckily, if we are, we can do something about it. It's not right to always be looking outward. Sometimes you gotta look inward. I'm not saying you personally, I'm not naming names, not even my name, but I'm saying in a proverbial sense, you could be the problem. I could be the problem. Maybe we realize it, maybe we don't. Maybe there's intentions behind it. Maybe it's just in our DNA, how we're wired. I don't know. Could we be our own worst enemy sometimes? Individually, and definitely collectively. This isn't just a one-person problem. This is a all-person problem. We all struggle with things. I struggle with this. Do you? Maybe you don't. Blessings to you if you don't. But if you do, maybe this hits home. I don't know, guys. I want to kind of mix it up and do different things. I think it'd be interesting. I don't want to be conventional. I don't want to be cookie cutter. I don't want to do what everyone else is doing. That's boring to me. People do it so well, they don't need me jumping on the bandwagon, you know? I like what I'm doing. I love what you're doing. You're real ones. But think about it today. If and when you see this, can it be possible you're your own worst enemy? It's not that far-fetched. It can and does happen daily. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe I'm one of them. Well, I know I am. Anyways, I love you guys. I just wanted to have a quick walk and talk. Y'all have a good day. Tomcat out.